Hi, everyone. I'm Melanie Stevens,
I'm Tanya Young,
and we are the Real Tennis Dolls of Boca
Boca Raton,
Raton. And we're here to talk tennis and
the tea.
matcha tea,
Matcha
that
tea.
is.
Hope you guys are out there drinking matcha tea with us.
Hmm. I feel like we drink so much tea that maybe we'll come out with our own one day.
You never know.
You never know what the future holds for the tennis dolls.
That's right.
Anyway, how are you? I miss you. I haven't seen you in a couple days.
I know. Well, you know why? The holidays are among us, and I have a few trees I've been working on, and that's 5+. We won't get into that. But anyway, I've been a little busy because I love the holidays.
You have 5 trees in this house?
At least.
Oh my gosh, crazy.
I know.
Crazy, crazy. I have to walk around. I haven't had a chance. I walked right to our studio to stop, but
yes.
I'm going to take a tour.
So how's your day going? What have you been up to?
Well, last night I went to Bunko.
Okay.
And so Bunko is a dice game that was very popular in Fort Lauderdale when I lived in Fort Lauderdale. And I never really got to do it because I was always working and whatever, and the kids and stuff. So a friend of mine needed a fill-in. So she had me over the other day. And she moved to Boca and we did it. And it was so much fun. I have not laughed that hard in such a long time. It was hysterical. And I was the biggest loser.
Oh.
So yay me. And you know what? I won a money tree. So I said, if I can get a gift, and especially a money tree, I mean, hopefully it grows, 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 because my famous line to my kids always growing up was, go get money off the money tree in the backyard. So maybe it'll grow and it will become a real money tree. Who knows?
It won't. But but just let me get this straight. So you got a gift for losing.
Yes, the biggest loser.
Okay, tennis world. What? So now we're giving gifts to losers? Please sign me up. Can we get that established immediately? You get a gift. You get a gift. You get a gift. You get a trophy.
It's like kindergarten. You remember the days that you left kindergarten and everybody got a trophy?
Oh my gosh,
that was the way I felt.
I hated that.
So you know what? So thank you for having me. I had a great time, and I was the biggest loser, and I left very happy. So It's all good. It's all good. So anyway, we have been getting so many questions and so many topics from people.
Yeah.
I mean, we are asking for topics from everyone. So thank you so much for sending them all and stopping me and stopping Tawny when you see us and telling us your thoughts. So
you know what time it is?
It's tennis time.
Let's
tennis tea time.
Let's do some tennis talk, girls. Okay. So today's going to be all about the head case. And what I mean by case is the girl who's like, all in, ready to play, and then all of a sudden she gets really in her head, and we don't know how to explain it, but something just switches, and now she's all up here instead of all here. So we're going to talk.
It's a really good way to say it too.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about that today. We're going to talk match versus clinic, some of the points, some of the situations where it's really important to maybe be out of your head. So let's talk about that. I'll talk about the clinics first, and then you can talk a little bit about the match play.
Perfect.
So with clinics, we usually have a clinic, our team clinic, usually the day before the match, or if you play on, say, a Monday, you might have it the Friday before. Just depends on when your match day is. So what I mean by clinic is you have the girl who's like, in clinic, she's like hitting the ball really hard, or maybe she's like throwing a slice or a lob or a little drop shot, or, she's got all these tools in her tool belt, which is amazing, all around player. Okay. And then all of a sudden she gets to a match. Now, what happens then?
And it all falls apart from there. So it's very interesting because there's been so many times, and now we're on the same team, so we go to the same clinics and stuff. And we've talked about certain players, on our team, on other teams that have all these tools in their tool belt. And then all of a sudden they get to the court and, you would tell me, wow, she has an unbelievable drop shot. And I'm playing with that person. I'm like, use your unbelievable drop shot. And they're like, I'm scared, like they don't want to do it.
Right.
So I'm like, why? This is the time to do it. And I don't care if you miss, it's okay. Let's just try to, show them something else, give them the lob, do something, like hit the alley. I don't care if you miss. Try to do that.
Wait, so she wasn't doing her unbelievable drop in hard cross court?
So there's none of that. It all changes and they get in their own head. And we've always said they're called head cases, but it's so interesting to actually watch them in action because, like you say, in clinic they're unbelievable, and then in match they like are a totally different tennis player.
It's like they fizzle.
Yeah,
it's like a big spark and
it's really, and then when it's interesting because on other teams that I've played with other people, they're like, "Oh, you're playing with the head case." It's almost like now everyone knows who they are,
no.
and that's always such a bummer because then you're like, "Oh, well, what do I do with that? Like, I'm going to play with that person. This is, a couple of years ago. You're playing with so and so," and I'm like, "I heard they're a head case. Like, what do I do?" They're like, "Nothing you can do."
And here's the thing. I find that it's different degrees too, right? Because there's some people that you play with, and yeah, they're a total head case. Like they're in their head before they even step down on the court. They're like, "Oh my God," they're freaking out. Like, I looked this player up. She was so good. She never loses, or she's only lost twice, or oh my God, I heard they hit so hard. Like they're before they even get on the court, they're like losing their mind. And then you have the silent head cases, the ones you didn't know were head cases, right? All of a sudden you're playing a match with them and you're like, okay, yeah, do your shots. And all of a sudden they just start lobbing. I'm like, wait, what are you doing? I've never seen you do that shot before. And then it's like, lob. I'm like, what? Like, what? That is not what you did in clinic. Who is that? That's not Beth. Beth, where's Beth? Like, and it's not. I'm like, what happened to you? But you just didn't know. It's like, surprise.
And you don't like to be surprised on the court.
No.
Especially now when you're in match, you don't want to be surprised with the head case because you're planning on winning, and now you're helping the head case get over
now you're a therapist.
Right. Now you're a therapist in the middle of your match.
You're a partner, you're a teammate, you're a coach, you're a psychologist. Like,
it is crazy.
Because because people get tight. People get tight and the pressure comes on in a match, and they get tight. And then all of a sudden, all the great, amazing shots that you saw in clinic are no longer there. Now all of a sudden, it's all you get is a lob. It's like, lob Lucy, all of a sudden, everything's a lob. Like, okay.
And we're not saying a lob is a bad thing. A lob wins points too. However, we're saying to get out of your own head, use the shots that you practice in clinic.
And she's saying that, by the way, because she has a great lob.
But it's so true, right? Like with when you're talking clinic, and then we laugh saying we can't wait to play with that person because they're so good in clinic, and then they get on the court and it's a whole different ballgame. So
absolutely,
play your game, guys. Come on, play your game. Play your clinic game.
Yeah, and then there's another topic. How about closing out the points? So with those people, I mean, and like I said, there's varying degrees too, and let's be straight. These people can't help it. Okay, they're not trying to get in their head, and they're trying to do their shots. It just, it happens, and I don't know how it happens because I'm not one of those people. I'm completely aggressive and like locked in and focused in a match, but it's terrible because even like really professional athletes, this happens to all the time.
Yeah.
So it's a real thing, but we're not trying to make fun. They're just very different players in a match versus in clinic. But also when you're trying to close out points, ladies, okay, like all of a sudden, don't think when it's like in a tiebreaker, or maybe it's for the set, or maybe you're down and the score's like 30-40. Right. They got the 40, you got the 30, and all of a sudden you want to be like, you know what, I'm going to take a shot I haven't taken all day. Right. I'm going to go down the line now. Right. It's like, wait a minute, you haven't done that shot all day, and now you're going to do it? Guess what? It's 3 feet wide. Okay. Right. Maybe now's not the time. It's the time to try that. Or Mel's like, I'm going to do a drop shot.
Right.
You don't even have a drop shot. What are you doing? Yeah. They're both back. But don't do it now. It's important points. What do you think?
I mean, I always say that, like, I'm such a believer in going for everything. You know me. I'm always like, go. I don't care if you miss. I don't care if you miss. I don't care if you miss. But do not do it when it's set point and we are up 40-30. Do not try this crazy shot that you haven't tried the whole match, and now you're trying it. Like, what are you doing? And now you're missing it. And they're like, are you mad at me? Are you mad at me? Are you mad at me? No, I'm never mad at you. I don't care. This is just tennis. But what are you doing?
But timing is everything.
Don't do that. So timing is everything. Pick the time and place that you're going to try crazy shots. Usually, like,
absolutely,
the first point of the game, or love 30 or something. But that's it. Don't do it on these crazy points. It's really, really not cool.
I agree.
I don't like it. Not cool.
I agree.
So don't do it.
But you know what? There's so much really. I feel like we scratched the surface on this topic, so I think we're gonna have to come back on a part 2 for this one. I think.
Okay,
because
we'll do a part 2 on head case because it's time for
Q&A.
And thank you, everybody, because we are getting so many questions. We are both being stopped at so many different places, which is so cool. And people are talking to us about different questions, and we say, just text us, because we can't write it all down.
And feel free to comment, because we'll get some from the comments too. Feel free to comment on any of the pages that you guys see when you're watching the videos. Feel free to comment, and we'll definitely shout them out on the show, because we get a lot of questions. I mean, we could probably have a whole show just based on the questions
for sure.
So far.
Several shows probably.
So let's get right to it. I have one here from Liv from Boynton Beach. She wants to know where do we get our outfits? Okay, well,
where do we get our outfits? Well, I like to go shopping at all the different clubs. So when we stop, we go to different matches at different clubs. Yeah. Everybody has tennis centers, so I'd like to browse the tennis center because you find cute stuff there, and some are better than others, but I think you can find some really cute stuff just in the tennis, in the tennis centers.
Yeah,
that's
true.
where I like to go because I like to feel, touch it, and try it.
I'm the opposite. I'm an online shopper, girls. Okay, so
yes, you are a full-blown online shopper.
So I will get on all the shopping websites. Today is Wilson.
Thank you, Wilson. Shout out to Wilson.
We're sporting Wilson. I love Wilson, especially they have a lot of cute stuff right now. This is Wilson as well. So I do a lot of Wilson shopping, especially because they have great colors that are in right now, like the greens and the maroons for the holidays. And then Lucky and Love's a big one. They have, there's so many sites you can go to. You can go directly to their websites, or you can go to like Tennis Warehouse, Tennis Express, which they always give us nice discounts too for the season for shoes and outfits. So thank you to those.
Yes, absolutely.
To those outlets. So that's everywhere. Shopping online, in person. Love our outfits.
And even all of the typical places like Lulu. I mean, Lulu has our uniform this year is Lulu. So
Lululemon.
Even all the typical like Lulu and Aloe and stuff is always so cute too.
You can go to the mall.
Yeah, hit the mall. Hit your local mall. Hit the Boca Raton Town Center.
Aloe, don't get me started.
Okay. Yeah, we're big Aloe fans.
All
right, the next question is from Linda from Boca. She asks, what tennis tournaments do you have around Boca, if any?
Okay.
So we just have 2, really. We have the Delray Open.
Yeah.
I don't know what time of year that is. I think it might be coming up. I'm not sure.
It's funny. I just got a call from the Delray Open. It's like, hey, we saw you came last year. Are you going to come back? I'm like, yes, I just, I haven't decided which day. I got to pick out my seats. They're like, feel free to call and we'll set you right up. I'm like, okay, thanks.
Yeah, I like that one. And it's easy. So easy to get to.
Well, because it's
very
not far.
Close. Right. Very close.
It's like
it's
15
easy.
minutes from us, you guys. It's not very far.
It's nice. I went last year as well, and I went at night. And it was great. Yeah, it was really fun.
Nice. You know why? Because the other one is the
Miami Open. Oh my gosh. That one I think is in March.
It's so hot. I went last year.
It is so hot.
Or was it this year? I don't know.
I went the last 2 years, and I think I sweat in places I didn't even know you could sweat.
Well, because
it's brutal. It is so hot out, even with a hat, even with a tank top, even with an easygoing dress and a skirt or whatever. It is really hot in Florida that time of year, and I was really, really, it was tough.
Well, you know why? Because only like the center court really has shade. The rest of them are kind of like smaller courts, which is nice in a way because you can really be up and close with the pros, which is nice. I mean, you're right there. I can like basically feel their sweat coming off of them as I'm sitting in the stands. I'm like, well, watch out, ball, but because you're pretty close. But it's hot. It's brutally hot. But I have to say, they have some nice food and some nice gear, and I love the little. And Miami's the one that I think that has like the frozen, the champagne frozen frosés.
Yes, they do the frosé.
Like the frosés.
I think it's a Vue frosé.
Maybe is it Vue?
Yeah,
maybe it's a Vue?
I think it is.
Vue for Moet. I don't know.
One of the two.
Yes,
you're right.
They have, it's yummy. Like peach or raspberry. It's like a sorbet frosé. Yum.
It is fun. Yeah, it is fun.
That's really good. But so
anyway,
I think that's all we have for today. But we'll try to pick up part 2 next time, and we'll have some more Q&As. Thank you, Liv, and thank you. Who was that from?
This was from Linda L. from Boca.
Thank you from Linda, and thank you for Liv. Thank you for watching. And
thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for all the questions. We love them, so keep them coming.
And you know what? We'll see you next week.
We are the real tennis dolls of Boca Raton. Once again, I'm Melanie.
And I'm Tawny.
Thank you. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers.